Welcome to my allotment diary in East Sussex for the 4th week of May 2017. Summer is rapidly approaching and there's 1 or 2 red letter days. First of all is that I've now got flowers on my potatoes and flowers on my peas, and harvesting is starting to increase. With the hot weather we are experiencing, it's essential that I water every day, which is the main task now in the allotment. I also, during the watering, have added a high potash content to the feed. This is to encourage the production of flowers and fruit. Succession sowing on the peas is progressing well, and this has required the fixing of another supporting frame. I made a start on setting out the new polytunnel frame. This hammering is because this is the top of the frame. The feet have a ferrule on them, so a larger hole will be reamed at a later date. Measuring up for timber to complete the remaining foundations, which next morning I went to the timber yard, brought the timber and cut it to size. Cut to size, a trench was then dug the full width of the annex plot to take the foundation, which was pegged and securely fixed into the ground. The setting out I did yesterday is to be transferred across. To do this I need a 3-4-5 frame. I commenced by putting some timber on top of the foundations that I built and marking first of all here 3 feet, marking, then drilling a hole. Placing in a bolt at this position. A hole was drilled at the corner through both timbers and a bolt placed in position. The length of timber was selected for the 5-foot length and marked exactly at 5 feet and then drilled. When bolted in position, it now gives me a 100% square frame. This called for a welcome break of a cup of coffee. After the break, the frame was flipped over and the setting out marks transferred across. These transferred marks were then drilled in all the transferred positions. With the sun at its highest point, it became too hot really to work, and I took a welcome break and went home for lunch. After lunch, I returned to site, the plan being just to erect the frame, as it was becoming really hot. The metal of the frame was hot as well, and the rest of the work would then be done in the cool of the evening. In the evening, the metal had cooled down a bit, which enabled me to cover the metalwork with anti-heat tape, or condensation tape as it's sometimes called. or as they would say on Blue Peter, sticky back to plastic. Another hot day, and I spent this at home doing jobs in the garden, and I could then have a glass of cold orange or an ice cream before returning to the allotment again in the evening, to which I covered the frame with the plastic covering. Early in the morning I was down on the plot and I sowed some French dwarf beans on either side of the V trellis that I put up for the runner beans. And then in the late afternoon I give the plants a good watering. Starting with the cabbages, then the potatoes and onto the peas. After dinner I removed the raised bed timbers that I'd originally put in for the sweet corn, which are now defunct, but I'll use them again. I'll rip them down to make some more edging. Saturday was a day of rain and thunderstorms. Saturday was also the anniversary of taking over the plot, and here are three pictures, one of when I took the plot over, one a year ago and one today. After yesterday's rain I had the opportunity to do some good housekeeping. I did some weeding, cleared some of the paths, thinned out some of the vegetables, and did a general aerating of the soil. This is the end of the week, and I hope you've enjoyed this week's diary. If so, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you've not already done so, but do comment. But bye, till next time. Bye.